oil change day. Definitely needs it. There it goes. Also, it's like coming out of first year sometimes. But anyway, the purpose of this video today isn't all motorcycles. Wanted to add an element to the channel, more of a real life element, I guess, talking about, you know, life, struggles, things that everybody goes through in their own way, that maybe we use riding motorcycles as our way to cope with those things, to escape, you know, whatever might be pulling us away from our full potential at any given time or period in life. You know, it's not motorcycles for everybody. You know, everyone has their choice as to what outlets in life they use to escape mental rigors, we'll call them. Challenges. Everybody's got challenges. That's what makes life life. You know, I am coming up on 5 years sober in May. I'd like to say that it was due to, you know, me just deciding that I was going to be healthier and make changes in my life to be a better person, which I guess in part is true in retrospect, but made some really bad choices in life. Ruined a marriage, ruined 2 marriages, got in legal trouble, you know, spent my time in legal trouble. Was in the Marine Corps back when I was 20, well, 18 to 20. Believe it or not, you can get kicked out of the Marine Corps for drinking alcohol too much and not paying attention to the rules and thinking you're above the law, which was part of my problem for a long time, you know, thinking I was immune to repercussions, I would say. And none of us are, thank God. So I don't really know where going with all of this. I just kind of wanted to, you know, life's hard. Everybody is struggling with something, and there's not enough empathy in the world. There's not enough understanding. There's not enough open communication. I think people don't feel. I think it's changed over the last maybe decade or so, but I feel as though men in particular, I can't really speak for women, but I know in my experience, I think men struggle with vulnerability and being able to be open and not be judged or feel like less of a man for it. I think the space for that has widened and has changed tremendously over the past maybe 10 years or so, with, you know, more of a movement towards men being vulnerable, not meaning that's weak. You know, I think it's been, there's good parts of that, and then there's obviously the other end of the spectrum of that where it goes way too far, and you have toxic masculinity people. So we won't touch on that today. But really, I just wanted to open up a conversation and see if maybe this community can build on this channel, you know, for men to realize that we're all struggling with things, whether it's drugs, alcohol, relationships, trauma, abuse, pornography, struggles with your faith, struggles with societal pressures, everything. So I just hope, maybe this will touch a couple guys and open them up to dialogue, and maybe we can start a community on this YouTube channel that's obviously going to continue to be motorcycle centric, and but using motorcycles as a conduit for mental health and communication. I think it's a great way for guys to get together and break the stigma of having to be biker tough or whatever you want to call it, brothered out. You don't have to be that way, man. You can ride a motorcycle for your mental health, and you can be all right with talking to other men in that circle, and create your own circle of guys that just like to ride to free their mind. And sometimes the quietness and the loudness together is just the space you need to release that the thoughts out into nothingness. And instead of holding things in, I think with that stigma of being tough and not speaking up when you're struggling as a man, it can bottle a lot of things up. I know personally, I was one of those stubborn, ignorant, cocky, 20 to 30-year-old guys that, I didn't need to talk to a therapist. Therapists are just a racket, and therapists are, just gonna ask you questions and you answer your own questions. Like, I could do that myself, but you never do unless somebody actually really pries into the reasons for why you feel the way you feel, and how you react to those feelings, and the choices you make after feeling those feelings. We're gonna do an oil change today, but the main reason for this video was not to do the oil change. It was to do maybe an oil change on the channel, to open up a new life for this channel, to be more of a community instead of just look at all the cool shit that I'm doing. I don't want it to be that. I never really set out for it to be that. I just never really put much time and effort into thought process on dialogue or timelines on videos. It was just kind of videoing the stuff that I was doing, or projects that I was doing, or rides I was on, and trying to work on getting cool angles of riding and stuff. But this is probably going to be more along the lines of the focus. It's going to be working on motorcycles, but also talking about life and opening up lines of communication for a community to start, hopefully. And if not, hey, fine. I'm still going to do it, because I think it's a good medium for me to, be here in the garage by myself or with a buddy or whatever, and have conversations, have my kids here in the garage or something like that, and have those conversations that need to be had in life, and share them with you guys. So hopefully you guys are receptive to that. And if not, there's plenty of other channels out there that are just look at my cool shit, so you can go watch them, and I'll continue doing this. So we're gonna get to this oil change, and if you guys are down with communicating, leave comments below, like and subscribe, share. Trying to grow this into a real community, a community that cares about its members, and we can all kind of commiserate and co-celebrate our struggles and our wins at the same time. So I hope you like that. I hope you're down, and let's get this oil change done. I'll probably time lapse the oil change. Might not yap too much. I honestly haven't done an oil change on a Dyna in so long. This thing is missing bolts out the butt key. I don't even know where the oil drain plug is on it. 88. Interesting. Okay.
I might have to. I honestly. Is that my wheel pan? I thought one was in the front, one was in the back.
What's in that?
Oh, it is. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's right there where that spring's at. That's dumb. Why would they do that?
I gotta look.